This is just a small warning or notification for anyone that might have been interested in watching this video, find out about this game, Asgard's Chosen. This is based on Norse mythology. You have a deck of cards that represent the different gods in Norse mythology, some of the more popular ones, more known. And in this game, you do try to appease the gods. Now, some of them you simply do that by winning battles and controlling territories. Some of them you have to sacrifice some of your items and creatures that you've accumulated as part of your army, your team, as you deck build. If that sounds like it might not appeal to you, it might be offensive in some way, dealing with the different gods, then please don't watch this video. This is just going to be a playthrough of this game, but it is based on Norse mythology, so you have been warned, and if you are interested, stick around and watch the playthrough. I almost forgot though, before I do that, I must muster here. And then this would turn over. And then I would muster with my other character, but I don't have the points to do that. Then these flip back, and there we go. Now we're getting ready for the next round. Okay, I think for my first action, I'm going to do this. Okay. Technically, it's the god phase. I'm not going to play a god for their ability. I don't have one. But before I move, I'm going to play the bow and have it setting here for its effect. Don't know if it can get on camera. There we go. Now I will do my move phase into the mountains. There we go. And everyone would get to move one of their heroes, then resolve whatever they're going to do. I'm doing a battle here. And it says, if my female hero is attacking, okay, I'm not attacking a town. I'm not attacking a town, but I am not attacking from enchanted lands, but I am attacking to or from mountains. I'm attacking these mountains, so I get to draw 2 cards. That will help. And so this is occupied. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see what we get. Okay. I have no bonus here, so the only bonus would be bonus or restriction would be mountain. So 2, 4. Item is gone, and they will attack me back. So we have an event. And I haven't seen anywhere in the instructions where it says if an event is turned up for militia purposes, it cancels this. It only says any event that appears during this phase is activated, and you keep this until any other event appears. Even a non-keeper would remove this. But it doesn't say anything about during the militia phase. So, no matching icons. They have a strength of 4. I am attacking. Well, I got to draw my 2 extra cards. Let me see what I have here. They have no bonuses, so I'm not worried about that. And I want to hold on to both of those. Let's set them to the side. So now I will play this. Okay? I do not get the bonus, but I'm going to play it for its ability. It says, if facing 2 or more militia, you may take and discard 1 militia along with Fossegrim. Looks like almost like a satyr. Well, not exactly. I don't know. I did a quick double check, and you only get to use this ability if the terrain matches, and it doesn't. Let me see. What am I going to do? That, let's see, it's 2, 4, and not in a forest. I think I'm still going to do this though. I'm going to go ahead and draw a card and then put this back on top of the deck. And then I will play, simply for their strength, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 4. Right now I'm winning. And that's all I need to do, because they're not attacking me yet. So, yep, I think I'll just do that. Remove this. I get to move in here and put a territory marker on there. And in a moment, we will see why we are restricted to only 8. And you think, oh, I can't get all the lands I need. Okay. Then, go around the table. Everyone would do one of their heroes' actions. And now, I'm going to attack the water lands from the enchanted land. Now, if your female hero is attacking, this is my male hero. So I will not get any of these bonuses. I will not get the +2 power because I'm coming from enchanted lands. So I'm going to go ahead and discard that item and hope that I can win this battle. That is uncontested, so I only draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. And, ooh, wait a minute, before I do that, I got to go back and do this. This happens at the end of this battle round. And it's going to attack this land, since that is the only water land I occupy. So, first I do defense. And those are gone. So I have no defense, and they draw 1, 2, 3. And looks like they are attacking with more than enough to take that land, which is a shame. I really, really did not want to lose that land. That kind of hurts some of my plans. But there we go. So now I can go in here and do this battle. 1, 2, 3. That goes, and that goes. They cannot defend in waterlands, so that is a power of 2. And this here says, since I am attacking the lake, I can activate this. Nope, 2 or more are not defending. So I can't steal this card for free. Ah! So I will simply play him for a power of 4, which is enough to defeat that, and simply move in here and do that. Okay. That is all of the battle actions. This is now gone, and let me see. One, 2 water lands controlled by the blue and yellow. I think I've defeated enough of them now. Let's take off all the blue and simply put on yellow. Quicker and easier to look at, they have 1, 2 waters, 3 waters. I have 1, 2, 3, so I no longer have the most because they took this one from me. So I cannot appease the god Sif. But I don't want to appease tier right now either, because don't want to lose another water, and I definitely don't want to lose the town. So I guess that is it. I won't appease any of the gods at the moment. And I need to start sacrificing creatures. Alright, so that's it. I'm going to hold on to both of those. Hopefully appease them next turn. And 3, 4, 5. Now I need to shuffle. Technically, it's not the draw phase. What am I doing? It's the muster phase. But I don't see me mustering anything this time. No. So I will simply cycle these out. And I may be doing this wrong. Someone will have to let me know if you know. It says each round, each turn, but you get 2 muster turns. But maybe I'm supposed to only do this card this entire round, and the next time that one, instead of 2 each time, because I'm really going through this deck. And I mean, I could always just change it myself. The rule was unclear on that, but there we go. So I've done that. Now it is the cleanup phase. Now I would draw my cards 1, 2, 3, 4 and come back for another round. Okay, it's not ideal, but oops. Now I will take the female strength. I'm not going to play any god cards, and I think I'll go ahead and play the bow again. It came up in shuffling. Yay. And so she will move to attack this town. Excellent. Let's see. Okay. Alright. So here's 2 cards here. This deck has run out, which means we now grab those bluish silver cards to make up a deck. When this runs out, okay, we will take some cards to make enough cards to fill this up, and then that is the end of the game. So I really have to get busy. So 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course I'm going to be attacked right away. Let's see here. No heals. Do have a lake. No scrubs. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 is 7, but no extra cards drawn. Luckily, that is 7. So attacking a town. It says +2 power to each item you play. Well, this is an item, so I'm assuming that is a power of 2 off the get-go. Let's see. I'm attacking from a forest, so that's 2 more, and it says when you play it, draw 1 card, because I'm in a forest. Yay! I got a great one. So I'm in the forest, so he's going to be worth a 2 + 1 is 3, but it says when 2 or more militia defend, I get to choose one with the lowest power, and it switches to my side for this battle. Okay, let me see. Okay, so I guess I'll take the scrub and put that there. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 4, 5, 6. I've already won. So yay me. That is gone. And that is gone. These will go to my discard. And now I get to occupy that town. That's something I needed to do. Okay. Let's see. What am I going to do now? Here, it looks like 2 terrain types. If you notice, it has a white and a purple. It's split. Now what that means is, starting left to right, Enchanted Lands. Do I have any heroes in Enchanted Lands? No. That's what this is. So then I go to towns. Do I occupy any towns? Yes, 2. So I have to attack this one. They're going to try and take this town back from me, and I really need to keep that town. Okay, so let's start. 2 cards for defense. And they are both awesome enchanted items, which simply are banished. Then, 1 for my... Nope. 1 for my personal bodyguard. So now they draw 3, and of course they get... Got another event, but this is for the event battle, so that does not matter. And of course they get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 because I'm defending a city. So attack of 8. Yay! I think I just lost. Let's see here. I need to cancel a creature, but It says play to cancel the ability of 1 creature card and or draw 1 card. Okay. Well, I can't really cancel their abilities. They're not getting... But I'll draw a card. And then I can put that back on top of my draw card. Yeah, I've gotten some really unlucky militia help draws. And so I'm going to lose this town. Well, nothing I can do, which means I have to retreat to a nearby friendly town or area. So let's go, I guess, here. I am knocked down. Very unfortunate, because I need to hold at least 2 towns to appease one of the gods. Very unfortunate. And I will have to double check if all the militia are immediately removed from the game, because the game is going so quickly. Okay. Well, so much for that battle. Now I will have the male hero there to try and attack the Waterlands. 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course, Now I'm going to be attacked twice in Waterlands. Probably end up losing that. Oh, and look at that, a third one. You can only have a queue of 3. I happen to draw exactly 3. You can only have a queue of 3, no more. And those are the battles that are going to take place. But I'm attacking from a water to this, so this creature cannot participate. So they have no defense. All I need is 1 attack power. And I wanted to hold on to him, but I guess I'm going to do that because I was going to try to appease him. But I will try to appease a different god. So now we start with the water. Okay, so they are going to attack me. Does that mean they will attack me twice in that water region? That does not seem fair at all. Seems like they would go here. But it says if either of my heroes are in a territory that matches the event attack, that territory is the target. If both heroes or no heroes are in a territory that matches the event attack, your closest territory to an enemy control marker is the target. If they're equidistant, I choose. Okay. Oh, I did miss this. If the enemy controls an adjacent territory, that is considered the attacking terrain. And if there are multiple, I get to choose before the battle begins. So I would choose beforehand. Well, I would probably just choose town so that they have no bonus. And this is unfortunate because they do attack that. And even if I defend it, they're going to attack it again, which is very unfortunate. But let's do my defense. 1, 2, nothing. And they cannot defend in water. And then they draw 3. 1, 2, 3. And they more than handily destroy this, making me lose another water. So I cannot appease this god again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And I own 1, 2, 3. These event attacks are very frustrating. Not only that, we have another water attack, which means they simply move in here. And then they're going to attack my mountain. So let's see what happens there. 1, 2 in defense. At least I get some defense. And then 1, 2, 3 in attack. And of course they get a mountain creature. So there is... And I was supposed to choose a type beforehand, but they don't have one around it, so it'd just be enchanted lands, which would be nothing. So let's see. No mountain restrictions. So 3, 6, 10, 11 to my 4, and I cannot defend it. And once again, I've run out of cubes. So ouch. It is really, really awful. Okay. And that is that. So now we go to the muster phase. Let me think about this for a moment. Okay, a couple quick things. It says in the book that when I muster this card, I move this here and flip it. and then the new cards fill under the token, which doesn't make sense because that would go straight there. I'm just going to keep doing it the way I have been doing it. And it does seem to say that after each of my turns I muster the card. One thing I have been doing slightly wrong is when I draw for Militia, if it's an item card, it doesn't get banished immediately, it gets sacrificed. So that has been hurting me because I could have been using some of my abilities to get those cards. The same with, say if I was defending here and I drew the opposing land type, okay, then I could have, which would be mountain, I could sacrifice it instead of banishing it. And that's probably affected me once or twice. I think I did it correct the first time or two, and then I've done it wrong ever since. Don't know why. Anyway, it's on to the muster phase. I would really like to have this because in the solo game, if there were 3 monsters out there, I can pick up the 3 cards and return 1, and then withhold 2. It doesn't work as well in a solo player game, but that's pretty good. I'd like to get this guy. That would be pretty cool. But he's on the top row, and I no longer own a mountain so that I can recruit either of these, which would slide him down. Would like to have this guy, but I no longer own the rights to any lakes, so I can't get him either. So do I even have, I don't think I even have enough to muster anything. I could muster this guy if I could get to it. Now, one thing you can do is, this one doesn't count, it's laying down. But this one that's standing up, you count this as 1, 2, which means I could 1, 2. I could actually muster a card on the top row that is a forest. For instance, this one, by deep scouting, okay, but it costs 4 and I do not have enough. If this person was there, then I could. So unfortunately, I will have to pass and do this. But now we're starting to get stronger creatures, and I would pass again. Oops. And unfortunately I do not see anything where it says each of my turns, so I will continue playing that part the way I have, but I will try to correct the battles for Militia. So now clean up, I get to stand her up. I get to decide if I want to discard any of these. I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, and I will pause here just to think out my strategy and be right back. Okay, I may have messed myself up a little bit last time, but I think I can do this. So I don't have any god powers I want to play or charmed items. So this one I can wait and play during battle, so I will go ahead and declare that I will be moving there and will be battling. It is occupied or contested. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see what kind of forces they get. Let's see. Oh, goodness gracious. Of course. Of course. And we have 2 matching symbols. Okay. Now, when you initially draw, I would not draw 1 card, 2 card. I simply draw, if anything matches, I draw an extra card. And then if that card matches anything, I would keep drawing until I have 5 creatures. Well, I've already got 4. So, I draw an extra card, and oh, he is restricted from mountains, so he does not get banished, he gets sacrificed. So, yay, put him there. Okay. I am hurting so far, but I am going to play this. if my male hero is in a battle, I may force my opponent to withdraw 2 random cards. And if I do this, I must discard 2 cards and then draw 3 cards. Yes, I will gladly do that. So, random as I can do it. Let's withhold 2 random cards. Now, if this was a player, that would mean they set them off to the side. They'd have to discard them at the end of the battle. They don't have any kind of effects. And of course, I think I withdrew the 2 smallest ones. No, I got 1 of each. Okay. But since these are active militia in a single player game, they would simply be banished. Okay. So I would withhold them. Now I have to discard 2 cards. Well, I'm going to discard these 2 because since I'm fighting in a lake area, I can't use them anyway. They're restricted. So I will discard both of those. And that lets me draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Now we have 2, 3, 6. 3 and 4 is 7. Huh. They both get their attack defense bonuses. So 7. Let me see what I can do here. Well, I think I'm going to, let me see. He lets you draw a card. Nice. It looks like there's plenty of lakes, although they're spread around the edge of the board. I do like this ability to draw, and I can attack many areas from... I almost hate to do that. It seems bizarre to leave the large monster up there. So, I think I will play this. And since I am attacking a lake, I may, if facing 2 or more militia, you may take and discard 1 militia along with this card. So take means I put it in my hand. So which one do I want? This one will let me draw a card and can be used in more battles, but this one's stronger. I hate to leave the stronger one up there, but I think I'm actually going to take this. Wait, if you may either move your other hero to any uncontested territory or retreat to an uncontested territory. But that's only if I'm involved in a water. Okay, I'm going to stick with this. So take means I put it in my hand, and then I have to discard it and discard him. But that lets me get a free creature. And by getting this one, I'll be able to draw a card, but plus it can be involved in any battle in these regions, and that's half of the map. Boom. So now their power is only 4. Let's see what else I've got. I will interrupt to play or to cancel the ability of 1 creature. Well, they're not really using their ability, they're just using their bonus. But I will draw a card, and then I will place this on the top of my draw deck rather than discarding it. Okay, that does give me some more power. So 3, 4, and I wanted to save her. Okay. And can those be played? One moment. So unfortunately, that really hurt me. I don't want to. I would have to spend every card just to tie. That's not enough. I did get a free creature out of it, so I will just have to lose that battle and retreat. Very unfortunate. Now it is the the female's turn. And I think I will do the same thing and move to there and attack. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I'll get a little luckier with the defense. Let's see. Cannot be used in forests, which a forest is involved in this battle, so that will get sacrificed, not banished. Here's an item, so it gets sacrificed. Here is another item, that gets sacrificed, nice. And then a bog, so no heals are involved, so there we go. Defense of 3 only. And I get to attack, and I will immediately play my sword. So my female has a power of 2 now. I can play Loki and Odin just for their powers of 1. That is 4. That is enough to defeat this. Finally, back inside this territory. So for now, I'll swap those out. Now, before anything else, 1, 2, 3, 4 water tiles, and the enemy has 1, 2, 3. So, during this is Sif. During the battle phase, see sorry, not the shield, but the flag, that's muster, like you're calling your bannermen. Okay? You're mustering your armies. That's the muster phase. But if you look at the sword, that is the battle. So to appease her, after I successfully battle, which I just did, and I control most water terrains, not equal, but most, with a minimum of 3, I remove 1 water control marker, and I appease her. So let's just slide her under Thor. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 lands with watermarks, and they have 1, 2, 3. So I do have the most. So now it's simply just remove 1. I've got 2 forests. I only need the 1, so I'll just remove that one, and that appeases that god. So there. Whew. And that will be it for now. Let's see. All right, I think that's it. So we'll come back for the muster phase. Okay, so once again, this muster phase, I don't think I'm going to muster anything. I'm just going to pass both times with both characters, both heroes. So let's just do this and keep those the way they are. No events came up, but I think I will have a pretty good turn coming up soon. Yeah, excited about that. So, draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's see here. Gonna look over these cards to plan it out because I have some good mustering abilities I want to do, so I want to make sure I have the cards. Don't want to do too much attacking, so let me plan and I'll be right back. So I've set 2 cards aside, so I won't use those. It'll all depend on my draw. So I will play this. This is the first phase of each round, the God phase. I will discard one card and draw 3 cards. Now he stays here in the playing area to show that he is in effect until the end of this entire round, or game turn, or however you want to look at it. So I will discard 1 card, so I will just discard Frigg and draw 3 cards. We'll only have 1 card to draw. Alright. So now I must shuffle. And that prevents me from drawing him back again, because that's pretty good. 2, 3. And I did get some influence power. There we go. Alright. Alright. Now, let me look at this and decide what I'm going to do. So the past few turns I've been doing a lot of battling and no mustering. So this time I think I'm just going to do something a little different. Let's see. I will move. I think I will move him into here. And then move her into here. So I will not be battling this time. No battling, so I'm just going to go straight to the muster phase. I had no items with the charm icon to play. I did not want to fool with that. So let's go to the muster phase, and let's just start with him. Doesn't matter. Okay, I will discard to muster any 1 card from the barrows into my hand. I can actually do that at any time. I could actually have done this at the beginning. Okay? I'm just going to do it in the muster phase. So I'm going to discard this to muster any 1 card from the barrels into my hand. This right here looks amazing. So I have my 3 points here. Now that I know how the barrels works better, this is amazing. Because during the muster phase, I can take the top creature from the barrows and put it into my hand. So that is awesome. Now this one here says muster 1 card from the barrows into your hand. So this item is in my hand now. Lovely. Now I needed to battle from there, but these sprites, I don't know if I don't want to just go ahead and muster again. Okay, so now I will go ahead and use this free ability, and yes, that goes immediately to my hand. Excellent. So now let's see. So this is still the female's turn. Now it says specifically in the manual, this does not count as if I drew a card, which I did. I got the mermaid, the Nixie. That does not count as my 1 card muster restriction per turn, because I did not technically muster it. Now, once per round, muster the top creature or item from the barrows with no terrain restrictions. So I'm going to play that, and now I can play that mermaid for 2, the Nixie, and let's go ahead and play 1 of my sprites to get the top creature from the barrows. Okay, without restrictions. So 3, that goes into my discard. And now I will do something different. This is during the muster phase. But if you notice, it does not say to muster, it says take. Take the top creature from the barrows into your hand. I just take it. Just by playing this card during the muster phase. So I will play this card. And there is only one card left in the barrows, one monster, and it is the mountain giant, the Jotun. Okay, and that says that in battle I can force my opponent to discard 2 cards. Okay, I'm not exactly sure I'm going to make that work in a solo player game, but there we go. So I take that and I put it in my hand. That is the end of both of their musters. I got a nice amount of cards that turn. So now this should have happened. So I might not have gotten the item, that exact Nixie, but I might would have gotten this item instead. But that's okay. No, that's right, because I went first. So it's fine. Let's do that. Now the only thing in the barrels is one item. These are now discarded. I have a few cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And since I am here, I now get to draw 2 extra cards. Now if I was here, I could draw 2 more, but you can have a max hand limit of 13. Now you could, at some point, because of some sort of restrictions or you sacrificing cards, if you've appeased enough gods and you've had to sacrifice cards, you could have less than 7. You could have 4, 5, 6, whatever. And if that's the case, that's all you draw. You just grab all your cards from your discard and such. But in my case, the most you can have, I believe, is 13. All right, so let me look at my cards, plan out my turn, be right back. Okay, so what I'm planning on doing is attacking here, and if everything goes well, I don't have to use a ton of cards, then she may come and attack this city. So let's start with that. Okay, I don't think I have any god cards that I want to do I want to do that? So I'm going to go ahead and play this. I'm going to play it a little bit different. It says, you may, if your male hero is in a battle, you may force your opponent to withhold 2 random cards, and if you do, you must discard 2 cards. Do I want to do that? And then draw 3 cards? I think I will. So I've got my 2 cards ready. So I'm attacking that. So this is what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the 4 cards. Okay. It says your hero is in a battle. You may force your opponent to withhold 2 random cards, and if you do, you must discard 2 cards. So I'm going to discard these 2 cards, put them there. So let's see. I'm attacking from enchanted to a heal, so this is fine. Ooh, this is fine. He's going to get a bonus. Then I have an event, and then I have them. So this is not part of these. This is the initial. So I'm going to have them withhold 2 cards before I do the extra draw. So 1, 2, there we go. Now maybe I'm cheating and doing this wrong because these 2 icons match, which means I should have drawn an extra card. But I'm going to have them withdraw the cards, doing it in the order I choose before I draw the extra cards. So this is the only defense they have. 2 plus 1 is 3 for the hill lands. And I can play this 1. Oh, I get to draw 3 cards. What am I thinking? 1, 2, 3. So that is nice. That helps me very much. And I will go ahead and play this giant. Gets me an attack of 4, which is enough to defeat the Dark Elves, because when I go to attack this city, when I come from the forest, I won't get to use this person. So, there we go. I just won this battle. That is helpful, and I will move him in there. Now I must attack. Do I own any scrublands? Yes, I do. I must have an attack in the scrublands now because that circle is yellow. So, I only draw 2 cards for defense. Let's see what happens. That is discarded, but I do have, luckily, some defense. And then they draw 1, 2, 3. This deck is running out fast. Item. So that goes to the Pharaohs. Cannot. That is the wrong type, so it goes to the barrows. It is not banished. It is sacrificed. And here is an item, and I won. I won. And this one was in combat, so it gets banished. Wow. I got to hold on to my land. Yay! Randomness finally evened out for me. So, since that went so well, I think with the female's turn, I will come up here and try to attack this city. Now I wish I had played my Scotty's bow, but that's okay. I think I'm still going to be okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see what we get. We get a troll. Gets the bonus, gets the bonus, gets the bonus. Lots of monsters and lots of bonuses. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this because my male hero is not in combat. Start off, of course, I will play my sword. I really wish I meant to play this at the beginning, but I was waiting to see. So I'm going to cheat a little bit and go ahead and play this during the charm phase, so that now I'm attacking a town. I get +2 power for each item that I play. So here's 2, 4. So that is 2 for that, 2 for this, and another bonus 2. So I'm already at 6. Wow, she is strong. Now, since I'm attacking a town and its defense is all of these, I will activate this man. If I'm facing 2 or more militia, I may take and discard 1 militia along with this. Okay, so take means I put it into my hand. So let me see, which one do I want? That is a good one for lakes. The troll for the heals is nice, and he is strong. I think I will take the troll. So I take him to my hand, then I discard him, and then I discard this. So that has reduced their strength by a little bit. So let's see, this power is 3, this power is 3, and this power is 5. So if I am facing 2 or more militia defenders, I choose one with the lowest power, and it switches to my side for this battle. So I get to choose. Which one do I want? Let's see. Well, I think I'm going to do this. It says it switches to my side for this battle. So I'm going to switch this guy to my side. And I will activate this. Since I'm still facing 2 or more militia, I may take and discard 1 militia along with this. Now, I do not own him to discard him, but I believe, since I'm in water, and he is fighting on my side, I can activate his ability. So, could be cheating, don't know, someone can let me know. So I will, let me see, which one do I want? +2 to muster, ignore terrain ability. That's pretty good. I'm not going to be fighting in those very often. Okay. Why not? Let's just take this. So I will take one and discard it, and then I discard him, but I don't own him, so he's only temporary, so I won't discard him to my discard pile. I will discard him out. So now the fighting power is 3 to 3. Since I'm attacking from forest, I get my bonus. And the defense is all of these, so it activates all of them. So right now it is a tie. So let me simply use my fairies to get a... Ooh, do I want to do that, or just want to use... I think... I'll just use him. That is enough to win the battle. So, move in there. Now I can discard all of these. That was... Oh, wait, I forgot about... I had all of this strength over here, so I did not need to play him. There we go. So, like I said, I may have messed up when I temporarily charmed this guy and then used his ability, because this may only activate when you play it, and I technically didn't play it. But I'm going to allow it because I have cheated myself out of some items and monsters in the barrows that I could have been recruiting. So, I will just stick with that. That will end my turn. Now we go to the muster phase. Let me see if there's anything I want to muster. That costs 5. That is pretty good. And that is for a forest. I'm getting ready to go to a mountains. That's 6. No, I don't have 6, but I do have enough to get this man. Maybe I should do that instead of trying to appease this. Okay, so it doesn't matter which one. Here I have a forest. I am going to muster this man. So since I am mustering another forest creature with a forest creature, I get the bonus. So that is 2 plus 1. So that's 3. So 3, 4, 5. Discard it. I will lose that enchanted item, but couldn't be helped. And I will get this man. And I will discard all of them. And this goes here. Now they muster. It goes out. Then I will pass with the female. Don't need to muster anything. And they muster. Discard. And that is the end of this. Okay. Now, I do not know if the game immediately ends or if I'd get one more round. But there's no way I'm going to win anyway. But let's go ahead and finish out one round to see if I can. So I only have 2 cards left in my draw deck. I'll draw them, shuffle this, and draw, and I'll be right back. Okay. When I count the air symbols, I have 1, 2, and they have 1, 2. So I definitely will have her go down here and attack there, hoping to draw that god. But first, the beginning thing is during the god's activation phase, I have an appease. If I have appeased 2 or more gods, I remove a number of control markers equal to my appeased gods, and I have exactly 2. So I will remove 2 markers. Let's remove 2 from water regions. Do I want to do the bog or the... Let's go ahead and do the bog, because I can always retake it pretty easily. So I will remove 2. That will appease her. Boom. Now I have no items I want to play during the charm phase, so I use my female. I can move through all terrains that I control and will attack this region. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's see. Of course, so I will definitely have to play the sword to get a +2. And I will interrupt to play to cancel the ability of 1 creature and or draw 1 card. Then place this card on my draw deck rather than discarding it. And I may. Okay. None of these are getting any bonuses. I don't think I could really prevent that anyway. I think this is a lost cause, but I will draw a card. And now I get my bow, but I cannot play it because it is during the charm phase. So, and simply playing it gives me no attack power, no recruitment power, anything like that, because it's magical and it can only be played during the charm phase, which happens right after the god phase, before the move attack phase, so that is useless. And I did not think this through because I'm not attacking from a forest area, but I need the air icon, so I cannot activate their abilities to draw a card and get all this extra attack. That'd been 4, 7, 10. That would have been 10. And with my sword, I'd be tied. So I don't have enough to do that. There's no sense in using the cards then. So I lose the battle. I retreat back to town. Of course, I had to draw all the monsters. And of course I would, because all the items that have been coming up are in the barrows. And so it's a lot more monsters. But man, I was hoping I could do something good and I couldn't. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 4, 7, 10, 12. Even if I were to move him first and go here and attack from here, I would not have enough. And unfortunately, that would activate 2 of the monster's abilities. So, yep, can't win it. Absolutely no sense in doing that. That's a shame. On to his turn. I think I will move from here to here just to finish out the game, even though I have lost. Let's see what I can do. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I will be attacked. There. Shame. Let's see. So 4. 8 and no bog. So just 11. So if I am facing 2 or more, I may take the one with the least power. This is 4, 4, and 3 because they don't get the bonus. So I will just take this one. They fight on my side for the moment. And if I'm facing 2 or more, they're both the least. Let's see. I may either move my other hero to an uncontested territory or retreat from combat to an uncontested. So let's go ahead and take that and use the ability so I can move her to any uncontested territory. So let's move her to there. Move your other hero to any uncontested territory. So I don't know if I can skip through there. So instead I'll go down here to the mountains. That's still that. And let's see what this says. If your opponent has 3 or more cards, randomly choose 3 cards from his to withhold. No problem. But I more than have enough power with just that. So I don't even have to play these guys. So I will at least win this battle. Those go away, and these discard it. And I claim this town. And now we would go to the muster phase. So I can appease this god. This is Freya. And it is during the muster phase. See the flag? Call on your bannerman. So I can appease her by removing 2 town control markers. Well, I'll just remove this one and this one because I was going to use this one for battling if I need it. And I was hoping to draw, with one of my draws, to draw the god 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 that I control the most air, and I could sacrifice 1 and appease them. But that is the end of my turn, and that would be the end of the game because I've already shuffled this and used this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I only got 4 of the gods appeased. So let's take a quick look at the other gods. This one here, okay, when both of my heroes are currently vanquished during battle or during the recruitment phase, the mustering phase, okay, well, that's only going to happen if 2 event cards come up. Now, technically, an event did come up, and they were going to attack that, but it did not matter. I'm not worried about it. So, see, that one's going to be hard to do in a solo game. And let's see what else we have. Okay, this is Heimdallr. After successful battle, control the most win regions, minimum of 3, and remove 1 win control marker. So I was hoping to win the battle and get him drawn. Let's see. Here's Hell. You must sacrifice 3 creatures to the barrows. And see, it says sacrifice, not banish. And so I had those items that were going to let me get those monsters back. So I could have just banished the creatures and got them back, but I got going too slow. Here is Tyr. So during the muster phase, I can have 5 or more control markers currently on the map and remove 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So for instance, now I currently have 4. I was going to do him and the water one at the same time because I had 6 on the board at the time. I could remove 1 water because I had 3 water markers, remove 1, appease her, and then have 5 and appease him and remove 2 more water markers because I didn't need the water markers anymore. Couldn't get it. Let's see what else we have. Okay, Odin. It's during the beginning of the round, the God phase. Banish 3 items. So very similar. I could put those items over there and then use my new item that I acquired to pick them up. So now that I know how that works, next time I play, I will probably start with this item so I can just immediately start banishing stuff and then getting them back, because this is awesome. Just being able to take the top creature from the barrows, and so this one here will let you muster the top item, or muster any 1 card. So that's awesome. So both of those, yeah, really good. And then here is the last one, Loki. Okay, it says during the starting God phase, give 3 items or creature cards from your hand to other players' hands, at least 1 to each player. So in a 4-player game, you could give 1 to each player, and you have to choose a monster or a item. Of course, in a 2-player game, you'd give all 3 of them. But you mix and match items or creatures. It's not 3 creatures or 3 items you get to choose. Okay. Now, in the solo game, there is a special note that says to appease Loki, you simply banish 3 cards. Okay? Banish 3 cards. And that means they do not go to the barrows. They are completely out of the game. Banished. Okay? So that is all those. Alright, that's it. Let's do a game recap. Okay. Asgard's Chosen. What do I think? Well, the box is oversized there's lots of air in there, and when I tried to bag the cards with the components for each color, then they don't fit in the little insert well. But other than that, the quality is great, especially considering I got this for $10.50. Not going to complain at all. There is a small misprint on one of the tiles, not a huge deal. Small misprint in the instruction manual on the count of cards, but the cards are a yellowish color and a blue color, easy to separate, so that doesn't matter. The game, it's a little hard to wrap your head around the sequence of events the first time or two going through, and while me trying to film and think about stuff, I would, pause the camera, pause the video to stop, think about stuff, plan things out, and look back in the manual. But now that I've got it, it's not that bad. The sequence of turns and stuff is not that bad, and it is a neat little puzzle game. I do think with multiple players, some of the aspects of the game would be easier. For instance, appeasing some of the gods. You have to control the most air or the most water. Well, in a 2-player game, if they've already appeased the god that needed to control more air lands than anyone else, then they may not be as interested in controlling that, and you could just move in and take one of theirs just to regain it back. Also, in multiplayer game, you can choose the number of gods you want to play to. So you could do 5 if you wanted for the basic game. So you could do like 5, 7, or 9. Which would be crazy, because with so many battles going on and you flipping the militia cards, you're cycling through the deck really fast. And now that I know better how the cards, the monsters, and the items that are drawn for militia that are not legal go to the barrows, so that I can recruit them later. Now that I know that better, I could probably do a much better job of filling up my deck a little faster. the game goes a lot quicker than you would think it does, because you cycle through that deck really quick with all those little battles going on. Because even if the land is empty, you draw militia. Now in the solo game, if the land is unoccupied, you still draw 3 cards, and if it is occupied, you draw 4. Where in a multiplayer game, if it's unoccupied, you only draw 2. So that would actually slow down the cycle of the deck a little bit as well. It has something in here about a co-op mode where you could team up, and one person controls the female character, one person controls the male character, and I'm not sure about how the hand cards work and stuff, and to me that didn't sound... If I was going to play co-op, I think I'd rather play 2 armies versus 2 armies or something like that. But I probably wouldn't play it that way. I would just play it competitive. I think even 4-player, it would be pretty interesting. For instance, banishing 3 items to give 1 to each player, that doesn't hurt nearly as bad as in a 2-player game where you just hand them 3 cards. If you can do it first, then maybe you'll get some of those back if they choose to appease that guy. But so some aspects in the multiplayer game would be easier than they are in the solo. I was surprised at how quick it goes, but now that I've got it down, now that I've got the sequence and the turns and how the game flows down a little bit better, I think I could do a much better job the second time around. I'm looking forward to replaying it again, trying it out. It's a neat little puzzle game, and it has some pretty cool deck building mechanics, and I like it. I really like it, especially for the price. I got it for $10.50. I will definitely hold on to this because it does work as a nice solo player puzzle style game with some neat little mechanics. The components are not bad at all, and I can play this multiplayer, so it works for that. And there are some other games out there where you go out and conquer lands and you deck build with just a couple of cards throughout the game that you only get to use a couple of times, and this works better than those games, than something particular I have in mind. You build a much bigger deck, and you have more control over, well, if I attack from or to this land, then these cards will get me this bonus benefit, and I'm not stuck with a handful of cards that I cannot use, because then I can even use them to muster. So yeah, it's pretty neat, especially for the price I got it. I like it. So hope you enjoyed it. I do hope to do another playthrough sometime soon. I may even play it again off camera, just because I've enjoyed it. But hopefully I can get another playthrough soon up for watching. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If this has encouraged you to give it a try, especially if you're like me and I have no local gaming stores, I don't have any gaming friends that are less than 2 hours away out here in the country and stuff. So if this is something that helps you decide that this is something you might be interested in looking into, leave a comment, and definitely when you order it from your online store, leave a comment and tell them that RatherBeBoardGaming had a playthrough of this, showed the game, and got you interested in it, and leave a comment. That'd be great. But anyway, I think that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. I did. And come back again real soon for more games, more DIYs. I do have some things I want to work on, so hope you come back and join me. Thanks, and have a great rest of the day.